My fiance threw away everything we were building together by secretly getting a face tattoo. Now the entire world knows she's unhireable, and I don't think I can marry her. Posted by you/dapper_lemon_7495. I, 28M, have just learned that my fiancée Kim, 29F, is completely insane. She took some days off work this week, claiming to be sick, and avoided seeing most people in person. She said she was feeling unwell and just wanted to stay home alone. In the 6 years we've been together, she has never given me any indication that she would lie about this. No one in her family had any worries because she has always been a stable individual who would never do anything crazy. But she got a face tattoo. She took 3 sick days from work to recover from getting a face tattoo. She told no one of this plan beforehand. In our time together, Kim has never mentioned being interested in tattoos. I was not even the first to learn about it. Her sister visited her because she got worried after Kim canceled their lunch meeting on her 3rd sick day and got the grand reveal. Kim didn't tell anyone beforehand because she didn't want to be talked out of it and hid the results because the swelling and redness were so bad that we would react badly and not be able to understand the artistic meaning. Kim is Asian American. She got Japanese symbols going down her forehead and under her eye. I don't know their meaning, and I don't really care to know. Kim's parents are Japanese immigrants, and according to her sister, who was kind enough to inform me of this whole debacle, this is a big no-no in Japanese culture. Tattoos have links to crime and are looked down upon. Her parents are beside themselves, and that is a whole other set of drama I can't even begin to approach. Kim talked to me last night about it and acted offended and started a fight because I told her it was absolutely insane of her to do this. She works a public-facing job and talks face-to-face with clients in the financial industry. The minute her boss finds out, the career she went to school for will be over. She didn't consider her job, family, or me at all and decided a long time ago that she was going to express herself freely without any concerns. I'm worried about her right now. This is not normal. She blocked my number after our fight and is ghosting me and her sister because we're trying to help. But, dear Lord, this is far beyond me. I cannot comprehend what I'm even supposed to do right now. Kim's lost her mind. Is there any chance I will be happily married to whatever this is? A woman who went and got a face tattoo and hid that fact because she knew we would all talk her out of it? Dear Lord, I really need to run, don't I? Edit. I read through the replies, but I can't respond to all of you, so I'll just update here. The engagement is pretty much off. Kim has told me she never wants to see me again, and I woke up this morning with her ring and a box of stuff I gave her on my porch. I don't know what's going on with her. Her sister and family have been trying their best, but nothing on their end is working. I brought up the idea that this is a mental breakdown to her sister, and they are looking into getting her help. It's painfully slow, considering Kim is not responding to anything and is refusing to talk to anyone. In the 7 years I've known her, she has never acted like this at all. She had a good relationship with her parents, and while they were a bit overbearing at times, they supported her in going to college and getting a career rather than starting a family. From what I've gathered, they probably would have been fine with any tattoo she got as long as it was not on her face, neck, or hands. Even then, this kind of behavior is as far from Kim as I could have imagined. She just lost her mind out of nowhere. It's not like I can do anything about it either. She's blocked my number and does not want to see me. I'm just at a loss for words. One day I'm engaged, and the next, I'm not, and my ex has a face tattoo. Update 1. About 9 months ago, my ex-fiancée Kim got a face tattoo without telling anyone. This was just the start of her doing everything she could to ruin her life. She broke up with me and called off our 7-year relationship when I questioned why she did this. She worked in a client-facing job for an incredibly large financial institution and was let go within a month of showing back up for work after getting the tattoo. I kept in contact with Kim's sister, hoping for some news. They tried to get her help, thinking she was having some kind of psychotic break. However, she eventually called the police on her own family, claiming they were harassing her. After that, I decided to just walk away. Kim didn't just destroy her own life. When she broke up with me, I felt numb. I knew this wasn't Kim doing this. I wanted to believe deep down that Kim was always like this, always this impulsive and crazy person who would ruin her life by getting a face tattoo. I tried to convince myself that I had not lost a wonderful woman with whom I had spent 7 years of my life. However, the person who made these choices was not Kim. The woman who told me over the phone she hated my guts for not supporting her, the woman who wrote she hated me and only ever stayed with me out of pity, that was not the woman I asked to marry. That was not Kim. That was someone, who I came to find out, was having a mental breakdown. That resulted in months of bad decisions that will affect the rest of her life. The day I walked away and told her sister I could not deal with it anymore was the worst day of my life. It hit me like a train. The numbness and denial of what I lost hit me all at once. I almost quit my own job and moved back home to my parents. I can only thank my boss for being so understanding that she let me take 4 weeks off to deal with what happened. She and the rest of my team went far beyond what should ever be expected of coworkers and management, making me realize how close I was to leaving a job I actually enjoy. I never moved on from Kim, but I came to accept what had happened. I thought I was okay until 2 weeks ago. I got a call from Kim. She had blocked my number and done everything she could to remove me from her life. My mind just blanked when I saw it was her calling. I picked up, And it was actually her. We didn't talk much initially, as I didn't know what to say to her. We decided she would come over to my place, and we talked. The tattoo is still there, but she's covering it up now with makeup. She says when she has the funds, she's going to look into getting it removed if possible. She had lost a lot of weight since I last saw her. She's not been able to find a new job and will probably need to move to a new city for that. She wasn't the Kim I had fallen in love with. She was like a shell of her former self, something just wasn't there anymore that used to be. Kim told me what had happened. The year leading up to the tattoo was awful for her. The stress of everything seemed to pile up more and more. I'll respect her and keep much of what she told me secret. However, the important thing is that she secretly started doing meth to keep her performance up at work and to deal with everything. One day, she just out of nowhere decided she hated everything about her life. She explained why she wanted the tattoo at the time. It doesn't really make much sense, but a lot of what she was thinking at the time didn't. From there, she just lost control of everything. I won't talk about what happened after she disappeared, but it is not pretty. There are things she did that will follow her for the rest of her life. It explained a lot, but it did not make things any better. We talked for nearly the entire night. She didn't leave my place until almost 4 a.m. Since then, she said that she wants to try and get back together with me. She admitted she knows things cannot be the same, yet she wants to try. I haven't talked to anyone about what I'm about to say yet. I've held off on talking to Kim about it because it feels selfish. But there's something about the way Kim acts regarding how this affected my life that irks me. When we talked that night, she said that I was lucky she cut me off. I was lucky I didn't go through any of this. I was lucky that my crazy ex wasn't at my door screaming or showing up at my work and causing a scene. She acts like my life wasn't affected at all. I told her what happened after she left, how much it hurt, and how I almost quit my job and moved across the country. Her response was dismissive. It was as if because I didn't go through with that, I don't get to complain. She acted like because I was not the one with the tattoo on my face, I don't get to act like it had long-lasting effects on me. She didn't even apologize for the explicit and hateful note she left with my things when she returned them, or for the phone call where she called me a manipulative, selfish prick who only wanted her for her body. Or even just for breaking up with me. She knows she was wrong to do it, but it's almost as if she's acting like because she had a breakdown, I can't hold her accountable for what she did to me because it wasn't long-lasting. I texted her last night, saying how hard it was for me when she left. She ignored it entirely and tried to move on. No acknowledgement at all. I don't know why, but it hurt me. It hurt me so much. I feel like I did back when all those emotions finally hit me after she left. I wish she had just never come back into my life now. I wish I didn't know what happened. I wish I hadn't picked up the call. Because it hurts. But a part of me feels like I'm being selfish or complaining too much, that I don't get to feel this way because I'm not the one who had the mental breakdown. Update 2. I learned yesterday that my ex, Kim, passed away from an illicit substance overdose on Sunday. I'm still processing the news, I guess. We broke up 2 years ago after Kim got a face tattoo out of nowhere. I have some other posts on this account about that if you want the full story. Kim reappeared in my life about a year ago after breaking up with me and essentially becoming a ghost. She wanted to get back together with me, and I stupidly considered it and let her get her foot in the door. She claimed she was clean, but she wasn't. It was obvious she was still using meth, and my guess is she was still using fentanyl. After I finally declined to get back together with her, she slashed my tires after causing a scene at my office. Luckily, she's been out of my life for about 6 months now after a cop put the fear of God in her after she broke the restraining order. I've not heard much about Kim since then, thankfully. Last I heard, she was wanted on a warrant and was laying low across state lines. Yesterday, though, Kim's sister called me to let me know she was found unresponsive on Sunday morning. She wanted me to hear it from her instead of through the grapevine. I appreciate it. Despite everything, Kim's family has been nothing but kind to me. Kim's parents are quietly cremating her, and there won't be any ceremony. It seems that stealing from and abusing her family since she started doing meth has made them just as detached about her as I am. Or maybe they've already mourned the loss of their daughter long ago, and now this is just the end of whatever remained. Right now, I don't know how to feel. I feel like I should be sad. I knew Kim for 7 years, and I was with her for 6. I was engaged to her. I lost my first time to her. She was the first person I truly loved. I used to sit up with her and talk about the family I wanted to have. I wanted Kim to be the mother of my kids. She sat up with me as I cried when I heard the news of my mother's passing. At one point in my life, she was the most important thing in the world to me. And I don't feel anything. When Kim left me, I was devastated. When she came back into my life, she made me feel a combination of emotions I can't even describe. And now, hearing the news that she's gone, I don't feel anything. I don't feel numb, and I'm not in shock. I just lack any emotion towards this event at all. I feel like I should feel something, right? I still miss Kim. Not the Kim that passed on Sunday. Not the Kim that stalked me. But the Kim I met. The Kim I fell in love with. The Kim that disappeared when she started to do meth. I still feel sad when I think about her. But knowing this other Kim is gone just makes me feel nothing.